Okay. All right. Let's see. So, gonna continue working on the dragon. So that's fun. And while I was offline, Philo or PHLO, I don't really know how you say that. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. It's awesome. And also thank you for your kind words on DLive, not DLive, that thing, the Discord. Thank you for your kind words on Discord. Appreciate that very much. All right, so let's see. Why does it have that? Okay. So we have the flat colors down. So now we need to do highlights, shadows, figure that out. So first thing, probably need to figure out where the light would be coming from. And I'm not sure exactly where I would want that. Because I could have it coming from, let's just go. So I could have it like coming this way or from behind, kind of lighting it up that way. I don't really know. If anyone has any suggestions, what they think might look cool, feel free to let me know. Yeah. Could even do almost like a top down, like a little to the front. Like that. I don't know. We could do a couple different things. We could just mess with it. Right now I can delete that layer. So let's put a layer. Just call it. I don't like that. I don't know why it does that. Didn't used to do that. Now it does it, and I hate it. Okay, so then let's change this to let's try overlay. I don't remember. Okay, let's bump up. Oh, no, it didn't. That's weird. I don't think I changed one of the other ones. I'm not sure if that's doing what I want it to or not. So let's do. Let's go in with this. Okay, so that is doing something. So actually it might be, let's try working on the shadow. Let's just call that one. Let's try working on the shadow first then. So let's hit. Some of these, like on the white, it's not, or the quote unquote white, it's not really doing anything. So let's see. Let's change this. Let's get hard light. So that does a little bit more. Lighten. That doesn't. Screen gets really light. Let's see, let's color dodge. Okay, so color dodge lightens it a lot. Even your light darkens it a lot. That might kind of be what I'm looking for. Okay. Get rid of that. All right. So okay. Think this is kind of looking how I want. Let's see. So let's real quick. Let's go in here. This edge would be like lit up. All right, so let's see, got that is going to be kind of light. All right. Kind of around that. No. I don't know. We'll see. I think that's kind of working. Let's see. But I like this look for the shadow. And I like when I use the big one, it kind of gives that those grainy shadows, kind of gives it a little bit extra texture, which is cool. Definitely something that's nice to have. Let's see. So that probably want to catch the light a little bit more because it is sticking out over that. Real quick, let's just get rid of these. I'm doing this probably the harder way. Like, I know you can do a lot of masking with your other layers to make this so much easier. Like, I'm going through and manually like erasing and stuff like that, and it's not ideal for like fast like art production, and I'd like to look more into using layer masks and stuff like that to improve that aspect of my work so I can work faster and like still have really nice looking pieces. But for now, this is how I know I can do it, so this is how I'm doing it. And not everything is about being faster. You don't have to be fast at what you do if you don't, like, if that's not the goal. Like, if you're not trying to like be the fastest artist on the block kind of thing, you don't have to. It's not not a necessary thing. So let's see what I want to do here. So I want to darken this up because it is still behind. Let's shrink that down. Ooh. It is behind that spine. Like that bony finger-like part of the wing, because this is based off like bat wing. So it would still be dark behind it, a little bit at least. And that's kind of what I'm going for on this part. So we can bump that up a little bit, get a little bit more of a gradient going. Ooh. And sometimes the stuff does what it wants. So then we go back in, we're going to knock that back a little bit, apply a little, get back where we want to be, kind of thing. It's one thing that I really like about this chalk brush and this brush set. There's only 4 brushes in it. These brushes right here, pretty much, that's it. You can find those on if you go to YouTube and you look at KNKL show, he has Keenan Lafferty has those brushes on his Patreon for free for anyone, which is awesome. And I agree with him. Those really are like the only brushes you really need. Like, it gives you like everything you pretty much absolutely would have to have for something like that. And I think it's better to have like a limited brush selection, at least when you're starting, so that you're not like confused by stuff. Something else he does that I have not done in this is he uses like a darker value for things. Like, he starts with like almost the shadow values and then works in the highlights and then the midtones afterward. It's kind of hard to explain, but he does it and it works really well, and I don't know how he does that. Like, I mean, I've watched his show and I've watched him do it, so I should know how he does it, but it's just like, it's crazy to me to kind of work like that, so I still need to figure that one out. That's still a tough one for me. Okay, so let's just fill that in. So now I'm going to go in, because I work a little bit, like, this is how I'm used to working, and I'd like to work his way just to see the benefits of it, because I know they're, like, he does really well with his stuff. It's crazy how, no. Light touch, faded, Photoshop, light touch, thank you. Yeah, his stuff is just like insanely awesome. So, and he's done work with like Riot and, oh, don't do that, and stuff like that. So like, he's legit, and he's working on like more indie stuff now, I guess. Or I'm not even current on the videos. I'm watching like videos from a couple of years ago. I assume he's still with the same people, but hello, how's it going, Pillowy? Thank you for joining me. That edge to cache. How have you been? Good, busy with our school, more as I said. Awesome. That's super cool. Like that. That's really cool, man. I hope that you do that. That's really awesome. Okay, so put some right there. Erase that out. So let's push that up there. I think that's kind of where we want that. I don't play enough instruments and I'm shy. Choose I can't forecast stuff. Alright, yeah. What? Is there a specific instrument that you're kind of interested in? At least for the beginning, or like just any? Oh, like you're using like a mixer program? Like Fruity Loops kind of thing, I assume. That's cool. So you're like making samples and stuff then? That's really cool. I like music. I did a song like with just the free like samples in like GarageBand once when I had a second to mess with it. That was fun. Yeah, you could throw it on my Discord. I believe you still have access to that, so yeah, feel free. I'll give it a listen. No problem. So I'm just, yeah, throwing down shadows on this, bringing back like highlights and stuff. Little by little. Kind of fleshing out this creature. So the thing is like the white can only get so dark, I feel like, in this. So I might duplicate this layer and like try and push that shadow in the light areas a little bit more. Okay, let's do this. And I want to make that more of a transition. A softer transition here. Because I hate that hard line that I'm getting. Okay, I think that's kind of where I want that to be. So, and then back there, that needs to be kinda, I think it needs to be dark there. Okay, cool. I'll do that after I'm done here, no problem. So, that, let's see. Let's do that, and then bring this back, something like that. Put let's just hit this all real quick. That. Okay, so let's see. This looks dark. Let's see. Whoop. No, come on. I hate when it just gives me that harsh line. There's a reason I'm using this brush, Photoshop, but on the other hand, it's Photoshop, and it does that. So, gotta know it's going to do that at the same time. Do rates my songs, and he says they're good. I was like, oh. Hey man, if you don't like it, that's the problem. You should like your own stuff. I mean, it's kind of weird to say as like an artist. It's hard to like your own stuff. At least I find it hard to like my own stuff sometimes. So, I mean, if you like it, that's awesome. You should like your own stuff. Not everyone does. So, I mean, bam, already this is looking a lot more lifelike, I feel, just from what I've done so far. Like before it was cool, but it was flat. Now it's cool and it's got some form to it, which I like. I need to work on the spikes up here. Figured those out. And for that, I'm gonna have to like actually zoom in a little bit, which I don't really want. I don't like doing that much. But because they're so small, I kind of have to. That one, yeah. So I'm going to shrink this down a little bit. I hit these. I like that blue it makes in the shadow. I think that'll make them kind of pop a little bit more, which is cool. All right, man. I'll be here for at least another 30 minutes, so feel free to come back. Yeah, so I like that. I like that it's still like a bright blue in these shadow spots, even though it's darker. It kind of gives that contrast. So let's hit this front one. Okay. So I kind of want, let's get rid of that. Oh, going a little too far down on parts there, I think. Okay, that one's good. So on this one, I think we're gonna stop it there because it's like right up next to that one. So it'd be harder for it to get that light. And they're kind of, like, they're so small. I want to get it like halfway on parts, but it's so difficult to do that when they're so small. Trying to clean up the edges too while I'm going. Get rid of those extra shadow layer over spray kind of situation. Okay, got that. Okay, hit that one. So this one, I think I'll just kind of lighten the whole top part instead of just halfway. Make it a little bit easier. This one, kind of do it to about there maybe. Shrink this down, clean this up. Because if I put a background in and that's on that, then it's going to look a little weird. And I don't want that to happen. That was not the goal. Okay, put that back up. Hit this. And hit this. Right there. Maybe the edge of that. Do that. Back that up. Touch. Hit that. Alright, so we're going down in a second. Clean this in between up again. Don't want, if I throw like a simple background in there, I don't really want that to be showing. So I think for these back ones, I might just kind of hit a touch on them. That might be it for those spikes. Just make sure that's cleaned up. Okay. So let's zoom out. Whoop. All right, so let's see. Yeah, I think that changed it a touch. I think it made it a little better, maybe not, but it's all a start. Okay. I think that looks nice. I think it looks good. Shrink this down a touch. Hit that. Okay. All right, so let's see, we've got some, let's see, that. Maybe like that. I don't know. And at some point I'm probably going to change the line work color from just black to like different colors. Like on the wings it'll be more of a, like a purple edge to that, maybe like a blue edge to the like hand wing structure. Not entirely sure. We'll figure that out though. I might leave it just black because it looks nice the way it is, but let's do that. Get rid of that little spot. Okay. Let's see if let's duplicate this. Yeah, that really pushes those shadows for sure. Okay, so what I want to do on this layer, yeah. So I want to ditch like 90% of this. Like I really just want it for the lighter gray, or yeah, lighter gray, like white area. That's where I want that crazy dark. Doing that also kind of shows we have some extra little bits hanging around the outside that should go away, that can't really see unless you darken it up. So that's helpful. So like, I don't know, the main back up here. Okay, so I want to kind of knock that back, still have like that transition. All right, so maybe knock it down a touch. Then shrink this up. Oop. Here. I think that really kind of gives it its eye a little bit of pop. I like it. Okay, so then back up to the copy and bring it up a little bit. We're going to kind of knock back a little, just a touch, some of this, give it a little bit nicer of a transition from that. Dig it. Jump down here real quick like that. Okay. Okay, I think we've kind of got what we're looking for. Shaw. I think all of this is good. We've got all the parts I don't want kind of erased back. Yeah, it's really only pushed up on there. So let's do this real quick. No. Just so let's get those. Jump down here real quick. Clean that up. And no one's going to be looking at it at this close, so I really don't need to be this crazy about cleaning stuff up. But since I'm already down here, might as well fix some of these little spots where it's still kind of coming out over stuff. Again, not too worried about it. Oh, see ya. For some reason, there's a spot way over there. Not entirely sure why that is. Jump up here, get rid of those. There's that weird little splotch way over the side. And it's kind of cool to zoom in and see like brush strokes. I dig that. I think that's cool. It gives it a much more like artistic feel to it, which is nice. Not something you get every time you're working digitally. Feels a lot less digital than my work has felt recently, which is nice. Nice little change. Okay, I think we've got like all that stuff kind of worked out now. Maybe not. Almost. Real close. Still have a lot of stuff right here for whatever reason. Back over here to the copy layer. Okie dokie. I think that is good. I think that's just from the line work. All right. All right. And again, so let's look at that. I think we've made some real progress in making this look a lot more real, for lack of a better word. Let's fix some of this junk here. This is another one of those things where like I'm gonna have to like fade that up because it looks a weird transition if I just slam it on there, because it goes from light to dark pretty abruptly in those areas. So let's go. So okay, I think that kind of fixes it. At least the touch. Fixes it enough that we can kind of zoom out. Okay. I think that is looking good. All right, so we've got that kind of knocked out. Maybe like that, real quick. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna leave that kind of still shadowed in the other version. Push that right there. Okay. All right, fix this last little bit on the tail. Okay. I think that looks real cool. Okay. Let's see. So got shadows down. Shadows down. Maybe I'll put in like crazy highlight, little like rim light kind of stuff. That might help pop some things a little bit. Of course, I don't really know. Probably help if I knew where this dragon was landing. Like maybe it's landing on the side of a volcano or something. But then I'd have to change all the colors. Have to be a little bit more reddish, warm orange. If that were the case. Yeah. I don't know. We will certainly have to figure this out. I'm really happy with where I'm at though. It's definitely coming together. I think it looks really, really awesome. The thing I think I might want to do is move all the line work up and still leave the the color, the flats all in the same order they're in currently, and work from there. Apologize. Will be. Yeah, I gotta take a call real quick. My apologies. I'm gonna kill. All right, sorry about that. Had to take that call real quick. And we're gonna be ending here in a sec anyway, so it is what it is. I appreciate everyone who stopped in. I think we've made some real solid progress on this. I might just leave it how it is at this current point because I don't really know if I want to put like a real background. I might just kind of chuck down. What is this layer? That layer's nothing. Why is that there? All right, well, then maybe let's do so there's a shape tool somewhere in here. Eraser. I know it's. I always forget where it's at. There's a gradient tool. Wait, you? It's you? It's you. Okay. So let's throw in. Let's do a rectangle. Why are you not doing what I want you to do? Sometimes. There we go. No, I want it to fill. I want it to be white, and I don't want that. Okay, so we've got a square. Now let's transform that. Let's flip it a little bit. Maybe shrink. No, don't do that. I don't know, that might be kind of cool, something like that. Just that. That's it, I don't want to mess with it anymore. Okay, now it's upsetting me. No. Dang you. Okay. No, I don't want that. There we go. Lord. I hate... The one thing I don't like is it doesn't automatically put all of my Photoshop windows that pop up onto this screen. So when I do stuff that I don't want to do, sometimes it pops up on my main screen and not on my tablet screen. Real annoying. All right. Real quick, let's duplicate this. Okay, and then Control T, and we're going to rotate this one like so. Got exactly what we wanted out of that. I don't know, that might look kind of cool. But okay, so let's hide those. I don't know. Maybe I'll save it both ways and see. I feel like I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe if I make it a little bit more of an irregular shape. Or just make it slightly bigger. Something like that. I really don't know. But like if I, let's just, let's merge these into one layer real quick. So I'll merge those. Ooh, no. Don't, no. Not visible layers. I just want to merge. There we go. Okay, just those. So from there to there, like you can see it kind of changes the spots where that overlap happens. And it kind of makes it weird. So maybe I'll have to flatten the other one first and then do this kind of thing. I don't know. Or just erase out the parts that are behind that have been at the transition. But it kind of makes it pop a little less. Maybe I should do the reverse of that. Like a mask the background. I don't know. Anyway, I apologize, but I have to go. I have something to do, I guess. I'm going to get lunch with someone, talk about possible job maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I appreciate everyone stopping in, and I hope you come back. Oh, sorry. You weren't even looking at the stuff. What was I doing? Okay, so real quick. This right here is what I was playing with. I don't know. I think it makes it pop a little less. That's what I was talking about. I apologize you couldn't see that. But yeah, I have to go. I have to get ready, have lunch with someone. So thank you again for coming and checking out what's going on. I hope you come back. Like, follow, subscribe, depending on where you're at. And I hope you come back. Mondays and Thursdays, I'm here at 11 a.m. So I will see you guys later. Bye.